What up world, it's your homeboy WordPlay TJ, and I'm back with another video for you. This time around, I'm gonna go over part 2 to getting your music into college radio. Stay tuned. All right, so I'm going to break down part 2 to this college radio process. In the first video, if you haven't seen it, go ahead and take a look at that. I talk about how to organize your files, get those things together, and get them ready for your college radio submissions. In part 2, we're going to finish up talking about all of those steps and then show you how to get your music out. So this is going to be pretty intense. So get your papers ready, get ready to take some notes, and yeah, let's get an understanding of it. By the way, if this is your first time coming here, my name is WordPlay TJ. I'm a hip hop artist and producer from Little Rock, Arkansas. And what I do is spread music for the underdog. So I come on here, give you the tips and tricks about the music business as I go through it and grow my career and learn new things. And so I wanted to be able to share that information with you. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So when we're thinking about the college radio process, there are some more steps that we want to get into for this second part. So we're thinking about sending our music. Now that you've got the files together, you need to gather the station information and get ready to send your music out. That means that you're going to have to create a radio contact list. I've got that ready for you and put that down in the description as well. I'm selling this whole entire package for you to be able to put that together, and that list is included in that package. You want to prepare your budget, make sure that you have enough funds to be able to do this campaign. Order CDs or make them by hand. You want to gather your packing supplies, envelopes and labels and things of that nature. And then you want to email or mail your music to the stations, because some stations take submissions digitally. Other stations still take them via snail mail. And so you want to be able to have both systems prepared and ready to go. So let's jump into the contact list. So this contact list means that you should have all of the stations ready. And this, by the way, this is for people in the US. So don't get bent out of shape if I don't have things ready for the UK or other places in the world. I just am not there, so I'm not that knowledgeable about it. You must start with a contact list for all stations in the United States. Download my guide available on my website. It is in the description again. And then work through that list to identify stations that you would need to email or mail packages. So I've done my best to update this list, but this list may be out of date with current information because the turnover in college radio stations is very consistent. And so you want to make sure that you update this contact list as you go through it. Next thing is to prepare your budget. It is not necessarily cheap to do a college radio campaign, so you got to be ready for that. College radio campaigns are less expensive than major radio campaigns, but that doesn't mean that you kind of like cut corners and do that type of thing with your budget. So the great thing about your budget is that you're able to kind of break it up into pieces. You can order CDs 1 month. You can order packing supplies the next month, and then you can ship everything on the final month. So breaks like winter break and summer break give you the opportunity to kind of spread that process out over several months. And that's what I recommend if you want to get into college radio. If we're looking at this page right now, so it's about $200 for CDs, $25 for the mailers, $10 for labels, and then the shipping costs. There's also printing costs, which means that you might have to buy a printer or buy ink for that printer in order to make labels or get the labels made somewhere else. You can also Sharpie on the envelopes, but make sure you do it in the right format. The format would be like a standard letter, being able to put that address and the return address on those packages. So this is the top end budget. There's also a low end budget if you do it yourself. So if you want to make things by hand, you could save maybe about $100 to $150 on the entire cost of this setup. It's recommended that you order at least 100 CDs. You can make them by hand, reduce the cost, but you'll need blank CDs, you'll need a CD burner, you'll need CD labels, a stamping tool, sleeves, and you need a printed album cover that's at least 4 inches by 4 inches. And you can print those all on one page. One 8.5 by 11 sheet will hold four album covers. So packing supplies, you can order those from a place like Amazon, or you could go down to Office Depot or some other store like that. And you would need about 6 by 10 bubble mailers. They look like this. So this is what the bubble mailer looks like. And then you need mailing labels. Those mailing labels are usually pretty small. You can buy some larger ones that'll fit onto that bubble mailer, and then you stick it on once the addresses are printed on there. So the last step in this process is that you either email or mail your music. Stations will take your music either by email or mail. You'll need to review the notes in the contact list, and to email, you do the following. You use the BCC field in your email address. You use the sample email that I include in the radio package. And then you add a Google Drive link or OneDrive link to your college radio folder. And the setup for that college radio folder is in the last video, part 1 to this series. Be willing to follow up about 2 to 3 weeks after sending your email, but don't expect college radio supervisors, music supervisors to respond right away or at all. The reason is because they're busy and they're usually college students. So they have a lot going on, and that means that they won't always reply to your message. That doesn't mean they won't get it. It doesn't mean that your music won't make it into the station. It just means be patient, be a little persistent, and follow up politely. So if you're going to mail any of your information to these stations, you want to use the address on the contact list. You want to insert your CD, your one sheet, and your letter into the bubble mailer. You want to have that entire package ready to go. And then when you go to your local post office, you want to use the media mail service. It's the cheapest service. It's about, I think, $2.80, which means that your shipping costs, if you've done like 100 mailers, maybe 50, maybe, you can split it up. You can like kind of slowly stagger out how many you send per month so you don't break your budget. But all in all, if you do 100 CDs, it's about $300. You want to follow up 1 month after the semester starts. So you want to send it out right before the semester gets cracking, and then follow up a month after the semester starts. And that means that most of your follow-up time is probably going to be in October or in, let's say, I don't want to give you March because that's spring break for a lot of schools, but maybe February or April. So if you have any questions about this entire process, I would like for you to book a consultation with me. I'm giving 20% off of all of my consultation if you use the discount code book20 in the link. And so I'll put a link down in the description to all of my consultations. It's wordplaytj.com/rise for you to book a 1-hour session. I'll break down any other questions that you may have. It doesn't have to be about college radio, but it can be. And then you'll get a custom plan for the next 6 months to work on your independent music journey. I don't do the work for you, but if you're ready to do the work, then I can guide you in the right direction. So that's it. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. I appreciate you watching this video. And until next time, it's your homeboy Wordplay TJ. Peace.
Running with the 4-4 meter, when the test, when the 4-4 meter, not a thing when I throw my feet up, better call up Peter. Prefer a nice coat to a heater. Lying when you stunning on the main. Swerve, I'ma take another lane. Stunning like a bird to the main. You're on the verge of the range. Nigga superb with the pain. Boy, you got a nerve to complain. Never did occur to a lane when I stepped and I just might pop. Stop, make it stir with the